Welcome, your Trade of the Day brought to you by Day Trade the World as always. Get your trading journey started the right way. This morning it was about Bed Bath & Beyond, and there was a lot of things moving that we could look for, but a lot of it was to that short side. But Bed Bath & Beyond, they secured that $370 million loan, and when I just take a quick look at what was going on in the stock, obviously Ryan Cohen getting out. I have a 60-minute up here, got to 28, and then there was just a horrendous fall to the downside. But it was this consolidation that got pretty interesting the last couple of days last week. You had this $12 level, certainly after that full bottom got made, resistance at the top at 12. The next couple of days, you found a little bit of resistance, especially at 11 late afternoon on Friday. So those are the two ones that we come in thinking, okay, it's managed to hold 10 bucks, it's putting in some higher lows. And then you've got that positive catalyst, you get some online chatter and some buyers behind it, and then suddenly you're a little bit off to the races. But until it broke 12 even, it was a more structured concept. You were breaking in, holding above that 11, putting in a higher low, so it's dip buys to there, still resisting 12 even, so working that trade. And then when it gets to 9:30, oftentimes, and you've seen this before, if you've been trading any squeeze names or meme names, whatever word you want to give them, without the breakout at the open, a lot of times you're seeing that dip buy. So we come right in, looking right back to that $11 support. You're buying the dips in front of 11, taking scalp trades out 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. It tries to get to that 11.75, even that 12, can't make it there. But the trend still solid. You've got yourself a nice base at 11, and then you put in a little bit of a higher low right in the afternoon, right about 11 o'clock as we're heading off of our morning show, a little more scalping, and then right into 11.80. And this is where I exit on that push, take out most of the shares, because if it follows a pattern of rejecting 12 even, putting in a dip buy, you want to go back to the well of picking your spots to get back in. But as we showed, that key was, if it gets above 12, the gap fill. Everyone's always looking for that big gap to be filled. A lot of times you can anticipate that there's going to be more room for the stock to run once it gets through that level. And I'll tell you, it was probably even better than anticipated, because 12 even, I was able to get some in, had to step away from the desk, and I'll tell you, it was painful to have to walk away from how good this was. It's not about the fact that it breaks, gives you like a 25 to 30 cent scalp. It's that it comes back and tests exactly at 12 even. Now, obviously, it's been moving every single dollar at that point, so that's why I like the out in front of 13, but it gave you the same consolidation than a breakout at 13. The lesson to always be learned when it comes to these parabolic squeeze names, whatever you want to call these bad boys, is once you open up that gap, always hold on to something for the extended move. Even if it's moving a dollar at a time and that's your bit of a range, understand that it did have that gap that was a lot bigger to at least maybe get you back to that 15 area this low in here. It doesn't quite get to 16, but it certainly got close enough at 15. I'm not going to tell you that I was looking for the short at 15 even. Clearly that would have been a good number. The question for me is going to become, as it dips back in, does it have the ability to hold either that 12 or that 13 level? But the plan, once it was gapping up, showing that support at that even 11, just go back to the well, take your scalp trades, but don't forget that breakout at that high at 12. We love these fills, these gap fills, when you break multi-day resistance or multi-day support. Those are sometimes the best opportunities out there for a day trader. The key, of course, is if it's got an extra catalyst like the squeeze, you might want to hang on to a little bit more. That's your Trade of the Day, Bed Bath & Beyond. Probably more to come for this the rest of the week.